Alright, so this is the sketch I'll be creating in this video. I guess I'll just make it and run you through my process. So I'd like to start by just looking at the sketch. It looks like the origin point is down here at the very bottom of this rectangle. These two shapes are essentially two rectangles, and I see a potential for mirroring, at least with the bottom part here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my sketch first and make the bottom rectangles and define them. Alright, so it looks like it's a corner rectangle, not a center point. I'm going to define my big rectangle, 125. It says, oh, it's gigantic. Okay, the width or the height is going to be 50. And because the center point is this origin point is halfway, I can define my origin. Just click the origin here to select it, and this endpoint as halfway between 125. What is that? 62.5, I think. All right. Alternatively, you could create a point here and then just midpoint it to make it center point and then coincident the two to the origin, but I'll just do this first. All right. So there's also a center rectangle like this. And it's 25. Okay, the edge of it is 25 away from the bottom edge, so I can press D. 25. Like that. Looks like this is 20. Okay, just to help guide me here, I'm just gonna draw my what will later be my mirror line and make a construction, so it's not actually part of the sketch. Okay, it looks like this here is 80. And then I don't think this is in the middle yet, right? So I can make a dimension the side edge here to center as 40 to make it right in the middle. Put that here. Okay, so that looks good. It looks like this here is 2 arcs, right? It gives me a radius value, so I'm guessing that's 2 arcs. So what I'm gonna have to do is take away this first of all. Make my 2 arcs. I'll do a 3-point. Radius is 125, so I'll do just this. .125, and then it connects perfectly with the circle. So this is where I'll use my tangent relation. So, point circle. It's giving me a radius of 75, so that means it's diameter of 150. And then I'll use my tangent to make this line tangent to this circle. Oh, it looks like those haven't been defined yet. You'll see my lines are slanting, so that means they're not vertical. So I want them to be vertical here. So, when I broke that first line off, I'm guessing it broke the perpendicular relation it had with it. So, okay, it looks like the distance is also off, so what I can do is I can just delete this, define this length as 50, and then, oh, never mind, it's right here. I can just mirror it across. Mirror this as well. And then I will trim this excess part. Right, 125, 125, trim this. Delete those points. Let's see here, okay. Okay, I see. So this is moving, so that means this hasn't been defined because the circle is at this, has this center point, right? And this line hasn't been, see, as I move this line, the arc's changed. So I can define this line as 200. That looks better. Yep, that looks better. Right, looks good. So next up, it looks like I'll have to cut this part of the circle, so I can just trim that like so. And there's this weird inner shape here, so let's see how I make this. Let's first make the tiny circle. So there is no relation, no like radius value or diameter value given for the smaller circle, but I do have this 40, so 75 minus 40 is 35, so it has a radius of 35, so it has a diameter of 70. Alright. Looks good. So this shape's a little weird here. Let's start by defining this 100 value between the two center points. This is essentially the center point of this arc down here. So I'm going to make a point D for dimension and define it as around 100. There you go. And there's an arc that's 15. Okay. Do center point arc. Center point. Here. Dimension that as 15. Alright. Next up, I'll make the two lines. Looks like they're straight lines. I don't know how large they are yet. It doesn't give me a defined value for the lines, or length for the lines, so I'm guessing if I make the arc here 40, I define everything else, the lines will automatically just take their shape. So I'm just going to make an arc again, 3 point this time. Connect them. And I guess I can mirror. Actually, I don't even need this line, I can just mirror it. Sorry, here we go. And then I can tangent this arc to the circle. And then define it as 40. 40? Yeah, 40. Alright. And I think I'm done.